Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 3 has finally arrived, and with it we have a lot of changes coming to the game. This season's theme is Wrecked, and the Wasteland Warriors are taking control of the island and all of the nitro within. The Wasteland is a new desert area of the island created by a massive sandstorm formed at the end of the last season. Before we get into it, welcome to the channel if you're new here. My name is Astral Amy, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel and enable notifications so you don't miss any highlights. More importantly, I stream 3 nights a week on Twitch, so be sure to join us over there. And I also have a creator code, so if you enjoy this video, make sure to pop that into your Fortnite item shop to help me out. We have a lot to get through, so without further ado, let's jump in. We have quite a few new points of interest on the map, and some different looks for some more familiar locations. Snooty Steps has been all but completely demolished by the sandstorm and is now called Sandy Steps. But don't worry, there's still plenty of loot to be found hidden in its sandy dunes. The Brutal Beachhead is the location of the vessel that dropped off all the Wasteland Warriors and is now run aground near where the seaside villa used to lay. This massive ship is also home to Megalodon, who arrived on the island plotting to take all of its nitro for himself. If you take down Megalodon, you'll be rewarded with 2 mythic items. The first of which, Megalodon's Nitro Fists, grants 5 rechargeable uses, 1 more than the standard version of the fists. The second mythic is Megalodon's Combat Shotgun, which I'm personally really loving. Upon defeating him, you'll also get his medallion, which gives the player wielding it infinite nitro. It'll also grant the player access to the lockup just west of the vessel, which holds Megalodon's Behemoth mythic vehicle. This vehicle is equipped with a spiked bumper, a grenade launcher turret, and bulletproof tires. The Behemoth is an absolute tank with 4 seats, 1 for each member of your squad, and boasts 2,250 HP. Megalodon also has a chance of spawning at random in a convoy throughout the map. If you're skilled enough to stop the convoy, not only will you get its leader's mythic vehicle, but you can also take command of the War Bus. The War Bus is an armored battle bus equipped with 2 turrets on top and an EMP burst that can disable other vehicles nearby. Due east from the Brutal Beachhead, you'll find the Redline Rig, a giant engine-shaped building with all the necessary equipment the Wasteland Warriors need to mine their precious nitro. This rig is also home to another boss, the Machinist. The Machinist is my favorite boss so far. Upon defeat, she drops the Machinist's combat assault rifle, and her medallion regenerates your shields up to 75 over time. Her mythic vehicle is locked up on the ground floor of the rig and can be unlocked after picking up the medallion. Like Megalodon's Behemoth, the Machinist's lockjaw is equipped with a spiked bumper and bulletproof tires, but opts for the machine gun turret instead of the grenade launcher. With 2 seats and 1,615 HP, this vehicle is slightly less OP than the Behemoth, but as long as your duo carries a repair torch with them, you'll do just fine. The Machinist also has a random chance of spawning in the convoy. The last big location change lies on the remnants of fencing fields. One of the most traumatic places for me on the map has turned into one of the best. At the center of everything, we have the Nitrodrome, and there's so much chaos to be had here. Once entered into the main arena, a countdown timer starts. Go through the blue rings to remove 5 seconds from the timer. When time is up, the ceiling will rain down loot as the Ringmaster's Scar spawns in. Defeat her to conquer the Nitrodrome and pick up the Ringmaster's Boom Bolt. Ringmaster Scar's medallion will grant you unlimited ammo and a slight damage buff, along with access to a cage on the south side of the Nitrodrome, which houses her mythic vehicle. Ringmaster Scar's lockjaw is equipped with a spike bumper, machine gun turret, and bulletproof tires, and just like the Machinist's lockjaw, has 1,615 HP and 2 seats. All 3 mythic vehicles have infinite nitro and regenerate health over a period of time. But all vehicles are now able to be modified and repaired, and there are several ways to do so. You've already seen the 2 turrets, the spiked bumper, and the bulletproof tires, but the off-road tires and the cowcatcher also make a return in this update. They can be found in crates all over the map. Simply run your vehicle over it to modify it. And you'll also find repair crates all throughout the map. These crates are the quickest way to fix up your car, but they aren't the only way. If you're in need of a repair, you can look for one of these icons on the map. It'll take you to a service station run by the P-Boys. They've taken over all the gas stations and souped them up with these cool-looking platforms. Drive over to them to repair and refuel your vehicle. The last way to repair your vehicle is to use a repair torch. These can be found in rare ammo crates and are perfect for fixing up your vehicle when you're in a pinch. If you're manning the guns while your duo is driving, it is essential to carry one of these to avoid destroying your vehicle during combat. An awesome change made to vehicles in this update is with the boost. You can now boost while driving an SUV, and the boost is a separate meter from your fuel, and it regenerates. alleviating the need to fuel up so frequently. You'll also notice orange nitro canisters scattered across the whole map. Players can hit these while driving to infuse themselves and their vehicles with nitro, increasing their driving speed, the power of their mods, and ramming strength, and decreasing fuel consumption. All throughout the map, you can find both new and unvaulted items to take with you on your journey to a victory royale. Some unvaulted items include the Enforcer AR and the Combat Shotgun. A few mythics from previous seasons also make a comeback. You can still find Cerberus, now as a friendly NPC, back at Grimgate. Challenge him and win to be rewarded with the mythic Gatekeeper Shotgun. Oscar also makes a return. You can find him hanging out up at Classy Courts. Challenge him and get his mythic Auto Frenzy Shotgun. All new weapons include the Boom Bolt and the Nitro Fists. I touched on the mythic versions of each earlier in the video. The Nitro Fists have quickly replaced the Chain of Hades in my inventory. They're a decent method of rotation too, and pack a punch in combat. Pun intended. The Boom Bolt is an explosive crossbow type weapon that uses the rockets and deals damage not only upon impact but also upon exploding after a short delay. Along with these two new weapons come two new consumables, the first of which is the Nitro Splash. Pop this over yourself and your teammates to temporarily grant yourselves increased speed and stamina. And if you're low on stamina, using this splash will instantly refill your stamina. You'll also find Nuka-Cola, which when consumed instantly grants you 25 health and regenerates up to 75 shield over about 12 seconds, and pockets you 1 gold. There are many other smaller POIs throughout the wasteland that are always worth checking out along the way as well. Some of my favorite spots are the oases. There are several scattered around the wastelands, and along with just being a visually stunning pop of green grass and colorful flowers, they have beautiful blue slurp juice that heals both health and shields at 1 tick per second. You'll also come along the new slurp cactus frequently in the wastelands. Hit these cactuses with your pickaxe or your car to restore 30 health or shields, and heal up the vehicle around 200 HP each time. Oh, and they regrow. I'm sure you've also noticed an array of ramps and rings of fire. Launch your vehicle or player through these rings for a short burst of speed and nitro. To start out the season, there are 4 bots that you can hire. All are going to charge 200 gold for their services. Artemis is sticking around from last season, but she's moved up to Mount Olympus. Her scouting abilities will show nearby loot and enemies. Centurion makes his return to the island, lending his supply specialties to anyone who hires him. He can be found up at Piney Lane. Ruckus is back and available for hire as a heavy specialist. His tactics are pretty explosive. You can find him down at the Lil Dirty Dock. And finally, Triage Trooper can be found in the rescue station, ready to help heal you and your teammates as a medic specialist. There are honestly tons of new things in this update. The more I edit this video, the more I think of, but I don't want to take up too much time, so I'll wrap up with one last thing. You all remember the frog wedding from last season, right? Well, they've moved on to their happily ever after and have some froggy kiddos too. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and let me know down in the comments what your favorite part of the new season is. And if you enjoyed, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and pop my creator code into your Fortnite item shop. It really helps me out. Also, don't forget to catch me live on Twitch and come interact with me in real time. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday evening. I also have a Discord channel that you can join to stay up to date on all things Astral Amy. And I know that's a lot to remember, so you can find everything down in the description below. Until next time.